47-45 record. He was the CIAU Coach of the Year twice and the AUAA Coach of the Year 5 times, winning 3 Atlantic Bowls. After his coaching career ended, he took over as athletic director at St. Mary's from 1995 to 2002, when the team won the Vanier Cup twice. Uteck passed away from ALS in 2002, and the following year, the Atlantic Bowl was renamed the Uteck Bowl in his honor.
On behalf of the Uteck family, we're just so pleased that this happened for Larry. It's unfortunate that he wasn't here with us today, but I just want to thank his family. Barbara's here. Barbara, Joe, this is my daughter Kane, his son Luke. He looks a little bit like Larry. If all those guys have played against him, he was a hard-headed defensive back in football as well. And we're remiss not to mention our sister-in-law Annie Mussett that couldn't be here with us tonight, and unfortunately Larry's sister Katrine passed away last year due to complications of Parkinson's. But I want to acknowledge all the St. Mary's fans that came, we organized. It's going to be much bigger and it's going to be much more fun, I think, tomorrow. But I also want to acknowledge the fellow inductees that it's amazing to meet some of these incredible players that you watched as, you know, a kid growing up, etc. in the Hall of Fame and the classes. Just amazing. The stats on some of these guys is beyond. So I think, you know, two things about Larry that people wouldn't know. I think his players knew. But he was just, he was a kind and compassionate man. He arrived at St. Mary's in 1980, probably 1982 at a crossroad, and not knowing where his career goes, like most CFL players or professional athletes. What do I do today? What do I do now? You want to give back to your sport. Larry embraced the community of Halifax, and the community of Halifax embraced him right the hell back. He became Nova Scotia's pride son. We had a losing football team for 14 years. His first year was 0-7, and he had to buy probably $2,000 worth of drinks downtown just so people could say hi to him. His next year was like 2-5, and then he went on an incredible run, and he brought these incredible players together, and they weren't the best athletes. They were the workhorses. They had the attitude, they had the desire to win. And that's what he did. He instilled in his players a desire to win. So on behalf of the whole Uteck family, thank you very much to the Hall of Fame. And when we talk about the desire to win, the day that Chris Flynn came to our university was the day that we said, we're turning this boat around. Yeah, and so thank you to all those guys sitting in the stands that convinced Chris Flynn on a night out in Halifax was going to be your best night ever, and you better come here, and it happened. So thank you very much.